Welcome back to the Awesome Physio YouTube channel. Today's 2-minute video is all about dealing with piriformis syndrome. So what is piriformis syndrome? So piriformis syndrome, and when we use the word syndrome, as signs and symptoms associated with tightness or inflammation around your piriformis muscle, which goes across the buttocks area. What's really common in terms of pain is it's quite local, quite deep pain across that glute area, but also depending on other structures that are involved with this syndrome is that we can start to get pain down into the back of the leg, even down into the calf, and sometimes down into the foot as well. So our routine today is all about stretching and releasing the piriformis, getting movement into the hip and down into the leg, and reducing your symptoms. So to start off with our release routine today, we want to do a very gentle stretch to the piriformis. So I always start with like the beginner level of stretch, because depending on how painful it is, for a lot of people this will be plenty to stretch through that piriformis. So we want to start off by crossing the leg over, so having the leg on the opposite knee, and hold that for 15 seconds. If it's not feeling like it's enough of a stretch, what you can do is clasp your hands through around the back of the knee, and you're pulling that knee towards your chest. So it's a great way to release through that piriformis. So if you've got that tightness, you want to start off by actually stretching directly into that muscle. Next, we want to exaggerate that stretch by releasing into the lower back as well. So bringing the knees up towards your chest. Again, you want to hold that for 15 seconds and then stretching across. So we're working directly into the piriformis first, reducing that sensitivity, stretching through, and then you want to look at the surrounding structures. You want to look at what is involved in this tightness, and it's really common that we get glute involvement as well as lower back involvement. If that wasn't too sensitive, and again it's a real progressive routine today, so each time pushing it a little bit more, we then want to move on to foam rolling. So you can start off where you're directly releasing with the foam roller over the glute and into the piriformis, and then by crossing the leg over, it puts a little bit more specific release into that piriformis, and then we can add on for another 15 seconds through there. Just to stress this, if we've got direct pain into the piriformis, but also we've aggravated or we've inflamed that sciatic nerve around this area, this might be way too much to do at the start. So just look at the original stretches. Finally, to directly release a little bit stronger, a little bit more precise around this area, you're going to palpate for real kind of tender points around the area. You're going to gently add pressure onto the area with the trigger point ball. You want to take it to about an 8 out of 10 in terms of soreness, and hold it there until that pain drops. So with the routine that we've shown you today, we would recommend adding this in initially once or twice per week, trying to integrate this into your already established exercise routine. One of the key things with piriformis syndrome is you want to get it assessed by a musculoskeletal expert. It's very common when there's tightness around this area that we get aggravation and the inflammation of your sciatic nerve as it passes close by, which can lead to varying signs and symptoms of aggravation. So get it assessed, get the diagnosis tailored to you, and get the treatment plan that's right for your symptoms.